Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Miami Dolphins. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. 2nd and 4. And he's got his man on the out route. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
And what a tough environment to roll into. On the road, playing one of the better teams in the league, obviously, because this is the playoffs. So what do teams talk about? Bringing their own momentum, bringing their own energy on the road, because you know you won't get any from the home crowd.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Cowan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Off the bootleg, Cowan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Look at the starters defensively for the Dolphins. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because his feeling was good, solid performance, did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. They definitely would like to see some improvement in this week's game.
They always want improvement, don't they?
They certainly do.
They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the final pick of the first round in 2018 out of Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Tight down. There you go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. A look now at the Miami offense.
So many weapons on this offense, and we've seen them all season long score from any point on the field. But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Damarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
On 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he rifles one incomplete. Cooper again the target, and now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In for the score as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Cowan. He's got Evans. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis. On 2nd and 9. Jackson, complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion. We're just shy of the marker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. On 1st down, Cooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Right there, 55.
On 2nd down and 4, Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got it. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Here we go.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Get ready.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout.
Then he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game? Because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Conner. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Now a draw play. This is Conner. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackle.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. Touchdown, Miami. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return where they didn't create a penalty? Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist, right? You name it. In this case, though, that didn't happen. They formed it up, and he took it all the way back for a touchdown.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up. Down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run. Sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. And an alley. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Cowan to Connor on the check down. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run here with Connor. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Cowan going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Jackson, and caught by Henry. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Cowan. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Matthew Ioannidis busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On third down, Jackson. And it's complete. Henry. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3-score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
He completes it to Henry. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Jackson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We call that sack block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Jackson. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
False start, offense.
And some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set him back 1st and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brings up second and 12 at the Dolphins' 46-yard line.
On second down now, it's Connor. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Cowan, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
A 53-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Jackson on first down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run on first down. Connor, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready.
Again, a run with Connor. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Go. 15.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd
Ready.
To throw on 3rd down, Cowan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Sanders' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
To throw on second down, Cowan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready, go.
They'll run here with Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Back to throw. Cowan. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now back out comes the offense. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offense coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in,
oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This pass finds its way to Williams, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And this is caught by Evans. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Check 59.
On 1st down, it's Connor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cowan. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move but couldn't free much space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a pass here, caught by Hunter Henry. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On on 1st and 10. It's Jackson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 26-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And this one is right through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Looking to throw. Cowan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cowan. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Cowan. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Cowan. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.